Because I drew a boundary. I drew a boundary. No, you just did it. I drew a boundary in abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries. Steaks. What pellets? My grill. I know it's unreasonable, but I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect me? Yes. How do you man? How do you man? Receive love comes back. Respect. I know. How do you man? No, you're not taking the car.
Stephen,
you're not taking the car.
Stephen,
you are not.
Then I will ask them to pick me up. Would you like me to ask?
Right.
It's not about Stephen.
Get an Uber.
Okay, Stephen, I can't.
Feeling some constraints?
Stephen.
Like, I can't
Stephen.
go. Listen to me. You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either.
Stephen.
Do you understand the difference between my life being set to the second and you going to be back when I'm back?
Stephen.
The only way out of it is discipline. It's the only way out of it when we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline. Yeah. There you go. You throw your hand, you give up so easily.
I don't give up, Stephen.
Stephen, you give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Stephen, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Stephen, your piece is sick.
Watch it.
Sick.
Watch it. Fucking watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space. We need to just stop engaging for a little bit, okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you, and the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it, you go, no. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. It's not fair, and it's disingenuous. Hillary, you're right, we're at an impasse. Become someone who's you did, day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not gonna engage. I'm not gonna engage anymore. I'm gonna go. I'll get text me what you need. I'll get you what you need. I love you. I'm committed to you.
Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not gonna.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. You just said I love you. I'm committed to that. Walk the dogs, put on some gloves. Walk the dogs, put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm gonna just
walk the dogs, put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs take? No, you take Betty.
Wow, that was a pretty horrible watch, wasn't it? So what we have here is YouTube giant, I suppose, and conservative commentator Stephen Crowder caught on what looks like a Ring camera, is it? Talking to his wife. I wouldn't really call it talking. He seems to be kind of, well, bullying her, really. And it's a very uncomfortable watch. And then I gather from the caption at the end that it escalated further. It seems to be just an example of a very selfish, misogynistic man trying to force his wife to do what he wants because he can't be bothered to do it himself. And add to that the fact that she's obviously pregnant, and very pregnant, she's quite obviously late in the pregnancy, it makes the whole thing just far worse. I mean, I know he's announced this week that him and his wife, as you see in this video, are getting a divorce, and has been roundly criticised for the way he delivered that news, but you can clearly see why from this video. And I think the sad thing is that she is professing in the video, you know, I still love you, I'm committed to you, but etc, etc, and that's kind of sad to see, and I admire her strength for even being able to say that. Thing is, if you put aside for 1 minute, if you can, put aside the kind of verbal abuse, we can call it, the bullying, the hothousing, the way he's kind of restricting her in what she can and can't do. He seems to bring up more than once the fact that he wants her to, quote, put on some gloves, and do the kind of boring jobs, walk the dogs, go do the shopping, buy the groceries, etc. And I've seen a lot of other kind of similar commentators talk about how they value what they term now a trad wife and all that kind of stuff, and that some women are happy doing that. But I've always thought to myself, if you are getting married and you expect your wife to do what are seen as age-old traditional wife tasks, then you should ask her before you marry her, are those things the kind of things you would be willing to do? And if she says no, and it's a big thing for you, then don't get married, because it leads to real problems further on down the line. If you marry a woman who says, I do not like to do the cleaning, I do not like to go grocery shopping, I don't want to walk dogs, I don't want to do the boring jobs, even though, yes, life has boring jobs in it, but those particular ones, household tasks, are not the thing I like to do. I like to do X and Y instead, so we'll have to have enough money to hire a cleaner, hire staff, or you, husband, will have to do them. Then talk about all that before you get married, but don't wait till you're down the line in your marriage and then kind of bring this stuff up. Because if she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't want to do it. Overall, this is just a sad, upsetting, disturbing, unsettling video to watch. And I really wonder now what Steven Crowder's future is going to be like, because I feel like he's in many ways kind of signed his own kind of career end here, because I don't see how he can come back from this. No doubt he will, and no doubt I'll have loads of people commenting saying, you know, you would say that, you're this, you're that, you know, he'll always come back, he's not this, he's that. What's the context of the video? Have you seen the entire video? There's a 5-hour version that you need to see where, you know, he utterly redeems himself and weeps in front of her and says, please forgive me, all that kind of stuff. No doubt people will bring all that stuff up. But I think just from this 3-minute clip alone, you think to yourself, well, it's going to be very hard for him to rebuild his reputation, because the way he comes across in his YouTube videos, which I think most people assumed was perhaps him putting on a bit of an act, you know, heightening his character, it just turns out, no, that's the way he is in real life, to his wife, his now ex-wife.